know what character they need to bring back?
What?
Carrot Top from Chairman of the Board.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Orig, a show by Damage Control Podcasting. A professionally
That's why I can't do the intro to Previously On, because I don't write it down.
You should write it down.
I'm going to have to write it down next time.
Like
so the next time we do it, when you lob it back to me, I'll write it down.
Okay.
Or can you write it down?
I mean, I could write it down. I usually write them.
You write it down. I'm going to do a really stupid idea. I'm going to do a spinoff of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
You done?
B. Stop or My Great Grandma Will Shoot.
A professionally unprofessional look at the conventions, ideas, and genres of filmmaking. I'm here with
Cody Dietrich.
Tyler Tipton.
Daniel Newkirk?
Yeah, it's a registered trademark.
Yeah, it's a registered trademark. We can't use it.
Nah, fuck it.
So we got to say sticky note.
All right, this episode's topic is post-it note flicks.
Sticky notes.
Sticky note flick. All right, according...
Note post-its.
According to Wikipedia, the definition of post-it notes is...
Sticky note.
It's a small piece of paper with a re-adherable strip of glue on its back made for temporarily attaching notes to documents and other surfaces. Post-it note flicks, on the other hand...
Sticky note.
Does anyone... Sticky note.
Sticky note filmography.
Does anyone have a definition of what a sticky note movie definition is?
Something that if you had...
Is that one of those Axel Braun parody movies?
Yes.
Something.
Is it a documentary on how sticky notes were made?
No.
I believe the answer to that is film categories where you could put a sticky note anywhere in the movie with, hey, don't do this, and if they adhere to it, adhere.
Have you been drinking? Because you've been on a ball.
Hey, Cody.
I'm a lot less stressed lately, and that really helps my mental state.
Cody, how do you get an elephant into a subway?
Don't start this again.
Okay.
But
Right into the microphone.
with a simple note that somebody says you could change the entire movie and the movie doesn't happen.
Like Memento?
Sort of. I was thinking more of Jurassic Park. John Hamm gets a note saying, hey, pay this guy more money and he won't screw over.
Hammond. John Hamm is an actor.
That
would have been a completely different movie.
That was even before Ham made it big, I think.
Side note, whenever I hear John Hamm, I think of his SNL skit where he's auditioning for Star Wars, and he's like, he comes out dressed as Han Solo, and he's like, okay, so I got my own idea. I'm going to say, hey guys, and you're going to say, what's up, Ham Solo? And then I'm just going to roll into the scene.
My favorite John Hamm SNL slit is him and Michael Bublé.
Wait, his SNL slit? That's a very different thing.
Skit. SNL skit.
I've had way too many of these.
With him and Michael Bublé.
Ham and Bublé.
Ham and Bublé.
Wait. Seriously, Michael Bublé?
Michael Bublé.
The
singer.
The singer and, like, porn guy. Okay, just making sure.
The porn guy?
Yeah,
he plays like a... He plays one of these.
I thought you said
he does this.
When are we going to start videotaping these?
See, that's why I'm in charge of the Instagram, because there's no pictures of me.
Okay, so the entire skit is John Hamm and Michael Bublé have a restaurant together where it is a ham and champagne restaurant.
Are we sure his name isn't actually Bubble and he just pronounces it weird?
No, it is Bublé, and Bublé tried to explain to Ham that it's not Bubble, and it doesn't really make sense. It's more of a...
What was the topic of today's episode?
Post-it notes.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
I was saying...
You've derailed Adam so hard, he's put the script away, and now he's just looking on his phone.
No.
He's checked out.
No, I got... This is part
John,
of the thing.
okay, as I go back, John Hammond could simply have a note on a clipboard or something that says, hey, play your programmer more money, he won't destroy your entire park.
Or someone could put a post-it note that says, let's not clone dinosaurs.
Well, definitely nobody'd listen to that, because then why wouldn't you clone dinosaurs? They're already cloning mammoths.
Dino DNA.
There's like 7 movies on why you shouldn't clone dinosaurs.
Yes, but if you want it to go right, just make certain all the power isn't in one person's hand.
What if you want to go left? Hold on to your butts, Cody. Let's get back on track.
You got any other examples besides Jurassic Park?
Give give the Nazis a note that says "Don't open the Ark yet"?
Whoa! So you're helping the Nazis?
No. So then they take it back and they give it to Hitler, and then he opens the Ark, and then
And
face
World
melts.
War II.
Yeah, crisis averted.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a pretty good one. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you,
Okay.
Cody. Next time you'll win.
Post-it notes weren't.
Probably not, but-
Post-it notes weren't invented until
You lost.
76.
You only lost by 1 point, so it's okay.
Sticky notes.
Okay, according to BuzzFeed, here are 17
Just
movie
paper.
17 movie plots that could have been resolved with a simple conversation
So who-
sticky notes.
Who are we stealing this from?
BuzzFeed? I said
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blatantly, we're just reading a BuzzFeed article
Yeah, that's what.
in
That's,
a microphone.
that's what the Weekly Planet does.
I mean, it's also like the golden age of DCP. It's either that or Supernatural Wiki or the entire plot of every Halloween movie ever.
Okay.
Oh
we did
my
that.
God.
In window pane detail.
Oh, see, when his face is in the window, that means
Yeah.
If you want the best episode of DCP to go to sleep to, check out
Exactly.
the deep dive into Halloween franchise.
Wait, is that still up there? I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
you took it down.
No,
thought
it's
it
on. It's definitely on SoundCloud.
it's like an 8-hour episode where everyone falls asleep.
I
in like
lost.
hour
I
one.
lost my voice after.
Definitely on SoundCloud and YouTube and Apple Podcasts, where you can find all of our Damage Control podcasting episodes, including the Orig, previously on and Dead Air.
All right, number 1, Little Mermaid. Does anyone know what the plot hole was there?
She writes, "Hey, I saved your life. Kiss me."
She could have just wrote down, but there's probably not writing under the seat.
That's how she signs the contract.
Yeah, she signs a
Oh,
contract.
well, who's
yeah.
to say it's the same language, though?
Well,
Because
according
she can
'Cause she-
understand him.
She
when
writes
speaks.
the language.
Yeah.
Well, according to BuzzFeed, it's a plot hole the writers admitted to why Ariel didn't communicate in writing to Prince Eric in Little Mermaid. We've seen that she can write as she signs Ursula's contract. Just a simple note saying she was the one who saved him. It give Eric awareness of what little history they have and could easily have provided the catalyst for the essential kiss away from the sea and Ursula's area of influence.
That's why apparently in the newest one, part of the contract is she can't remember him. She can't remember some part of it. So like they use that to fix one plot hole or something like that.
And frankly, since we just got off the Gritty Reboot episode, if all she needed to do is have Prince Eric kiss her, all she had to do was like show up naked in his room one time.
No, it had to be like a kiss of love, right?
It-
Not lust.
True Love's first kiss.
I mean,
No, that
ever
was a
really
different
established
movie,
by
wasn't
Ursula?
It's the
It was
same
just a
thing.
kiss,
No,
right?
I think it said True Love's kiss.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
You know when you're 16, when you're a fish person and
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, like, have you ever? Never mind. I mean,
You're getting
Have you ever
I'm
fucked a
knocking.
Have you ever fucked a fish? No, I haven't, Daniel.
I mean, knocking fins is one of the best ways to get to true love.
this just makes me
You
think of
just
that
have to do it a few times.
that Futurama episode where they go to the lost city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's like-
speaking of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, Fight Club. Literally the entire plot of Fight Club would have been so different if someone had asked the narrator why he was fighting himself in the parking lot, or even later if Marla had just said that they were fucking.
Yeah,
But he wouldn't have believed it.
Well,
Isn't the whole point of that is he's so delusional he can't separate reality from fiction anymore?
Because she
Well-
she basically hints at it in the movie, like when she's like, "Why are you here?" Like she like hints that he knows why she's here, and
Sorry.
then she ends up storming out.
Are you stating on a public forum that BuzzFeed got something wrong?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a mirror would have done that on a few places too. Like they had a mirror in their house, like a mirror in their bedroom on the ceiling. They'd have figured
okay.
that
Hold on 1 second. I gotta go check something out.
out. Just ignore the whips. It's fine.
There's one right there.
Yep.
Oh, here's one Tyler might enjoy. Number 3, Harry
need it.
Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. What do you think before I read it?
That Voldemort's real name is Tom Riddle.
Don't they just maybe write down what's in the chamber?
Expelia bitch, whatever the
Yeah.
hell you said that pissed me off that one day. I don't. I just remember you said something. I completely stopped talking the rest of that.
They could have
podcast.
just waited for. They could have just waited for Dumbledore to get back and he would have solved everything.
There was a bunch of writing in that movie. I don't know what's the post-it.
I don't know. I haven't read it yet. if Harry and Ron just told someone that they had missed the train, if Jenny had told literally anyone, if Harry told Dumbledore what he heard in the pipes, though hello plot hole, as it's since been confirmed that Dumbledore at least understands Parseltongue.
He can't understand Parseltongue.
I don't know. If Hermione had voiced her theory instead of just running away to the library, you're going to have to explain some of these because I don't know what.
Okay.
And why did Ron and Harry go to Lockhart? When they found out he was a fraud, why take him to the chamber? Just take him.
He knew where it was.
Just take him to the staff room and tell McGonagall or something. Then Harry would have had to face Riddle and a goddamn basilisk alone.
Like, okay.
So where does the post-it note come in on that one?
Well, go back up to the top.
Sticky note.
Go back up to the top.
If Harry and Ron just told someone that they had missed the train.
Yeah,
who are they going to tell? I mean, they could have waited until...
Well, what does that affect? If they leave a sticky note that they missed the train, what does that affect?
It's...
People who don't
Well, no, like, that is a good example. Like, if they had just waited 5 seconds for Ron's parents come back at their side, like, hey, why are you guys over here? It would have been understandable. Like, they thought they'd never go to Hogwarts. They did.
Me
that was
and
a stupid
Daniel
point.
watch good movies, so we have no fucking clue what's going on.
You read the books.
No.
Don't act like you didn't.
I was just going to say that I don't always watch good movies. There are some definite shit ones on my
If you want to see a good movie, watch Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Okay, if Ginny had told... Ginny had told literally anyone. What sticky note would she leave?
I'm talking to... See, that one makes no sense. I mean...
Like, I think they're alluding to, like... Ginny was feeling, like, very alone at Hogwarts, had no friends and whatnot. If she had talked to any of her family, like, hey, I'm not really fitting well in, I don't really have any friends, instead of just listening to a damn book that she had found, it might have gone over where she hadn't done all this shit behind everybody's back.
You know, if she was born in 2013 or above, she would be Gen A. That's the next generation, is Gen Alpha. That's fucking badass, isn't it?
Let's go to the next one. Like,
you've said a whole bunch of words that don't really interconnect or mean anything there.
Ginny would be, if she was born in the year 2013 or later, she'd be Gen A.
Oh, I thought you were making a dumb Forrest
Gen A.
Gump.
Oh, see, I went to Forrest Gump too.
See, because he said Gen A.
Yeah, they're called Generation Alpha.
Why are they called Alpha if they're not the first edition?
Because the last generation.
First edition.
Yeah.
Go to the next one.
All right. If Harry told Dumbledore what he heard in the pipes, so what note would he leave?
Are we still on Harry Potter?
Well, yeah, like...
Oh, you mean the next one?
Yeah, because I think that one's bullshit.
Like, there's too many there.
I mean, yes, Harry Potter has plenty of plot holes. But
Okay, this one's obvious and has been done to death, but it's one of the reason why damage control is what it is has been created. Batman v Superman. Literally, the whole issue could have been fixed if they both said Lex is a bad guy. My mom's name was Martha.
The Martha was just a cop-out. That stuff, like... Yeah, Lex is obviously a fucking bad guy any way you look at it. Like, him being in the business world, Bruce Wayne should know everything about his competitors to the T.
Hey, he gave that guy a Jolly Rancher. He was nice.
Gen A. Okay. That one's obvious. So what would the sticky note say? Like
Don't trust Lex.
So hey, do you bleed? Oh, by the way, click and just put it on his chest. It says my name's Martha
don't
too.
think the actual thing is a sticky note.
No, we're going physical sticky note.
Oh, physical sticky note. So he says, "Do you bleed?"
And then put the sticky notes
as
on
he's
Superman.
flying away. He's like, "Hey."
Please don't stop talking when I'm taking a drink. Okay. Has anyone seen To All the Boys I've Loved Before? All right, let's skip that one then. Pitch Perfect 2?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What's that supposed to mean? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I seem to remember you being excited about the new Pitch Perfect getting announced.
No.
Have you
Was it not that
No,
one?
not me.
Well, which one was it?
I don't know. What the hell are you talking about?
There was a one movie like that where you're like, this is coming out. I'm so excited for the next movie of that. And I thought
Stop
it was,
Stop or my mom will shoot the gritty versions.
No. No.
All right. Well, I'll skip that one. Have we seen Big Daddy? Oh, you want? Okay.
I've seen Pitch Perfect
Oh,
too.
okay. If Becca told Chloe that she was working at the record company, it would have saved a lot of
I swear to God, I've never
unnecessary
seen
stress for Becca, who spent the majority of the movie running around hiding something major from her closest friends. Also, didn't anyone study for their degrees? So what sticky note would be involved there?
I have no idea.
Was
Next
it
one.
Bring It On? Was it that
Bang,
one?
bang, choo, choo, choo.
Oh, we
I've
have a
never
good one.
watched the
Okay.
original. That's about it.
Big Daddy. Okay.
Big Daddy. Yeah.
With Adam Sandler. Have you seen it?
A long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the opening sequence is you.
Sonny, just have your friend call the dude at social services and tell him he's out of town and is letting you handle the situation until he comes back.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable.
So
Like,
just
just
leave it.
because the guy couldn't meet with him in person, that
But he couldn't get a hold of him. He couldn't get a hold of Jon Stewart.
He was doing the Daily Show.
He tried to call him.
Or he was out in
on a plane
space
to China.
fighting the White Martians. That sticky note?
No, that's Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, but the Green Lantern fights too.
Jon Stewart was busy blowing up Mogo.
All right, here's one Daniel will like because Daniel's getting pissed off.
No, I'm just trying to like. There was I know I've had this interaction with Cody where he was excited for a movie, and I went, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah, I love that franchise." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I could have swore it was Pitch Perfect, but it's not.
It's
And
what- you know
I'm trying to remember what that conversation was. It's
See what
bothering the
happens
shit
when
out
you
of me.
swore? You make an ass out of you and me. Okay, the last
what?
the
Don't
last
just
Jedi.
overshadow him like that. Like,
I don't think I said assume anything.
No, I said swore. See what happens when you swore.
That doesn't make any sense.
Don't matter.
You need more sleep before these podcasts.
The Last Jedi.
like seriously, how much sleep have you had, man?
That's none of your fucking business. Okay.
We're
The
just
weird
worried.
thing is, no one's here but you. We're all just figments of your imagination.
Wait, is this Fight Club?
You're just running around to each microphone.
Man, I wish I could. My figments were sexier. Okay.
Wow.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm working on that.
What would be what? Before I read it, can anyone guess what the sticky note would be in The Last Jedi?
Luke, don't die.
Luke, don't.
Yeah.
Here you go, Luke.
Save your franchise.
It's got to be something that you because isn't that whole like don't trust the gambler? It's got to have something to do with that, right? Because the whole plot line for
Not according to BuzzFeed. No.
Don't kamikaze them earlier.
Cody, you have a guess?
Refill the starship before leaving.
No one told Poe and the others what the plan was, and they went off having their own plan, which basically was unnecessary and caused a whole lot of problems on its own.
Yeah, it's all about them bailing off the capital ship and doing their own fucking thing. Because I remember there being zero payoff for that entire storyline. Yeah.
No, Finn and that one girl kissed.
Rose.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she got so much hate that she quit Twitter and got cut from the third movie.
She quit X. I guess it was Twitter then.
It was Twitter
It's,
then.
it's X now.
Okay, have
So
we
it's ex-Twitter?
have we
Yeah.
seen Atonement?
Twitter's X. Yes, I've seen Atonement.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Some bougie people and James McAvoy's like a servant on their property, and he bangs Keira Knightley in the library, and then gets sentenced to jail.
Okay, what do you think the post-it note scene, sticky note,
Thank you.
would be?
Don't sleep with your master.
So it's something.
Master.
That's what it's called.
What happens is
You guys are gonna
A-
like the next one.
a
by the way.
horribly mustachioed Benedict Cumberbatch like has sex with like a 13-year-old girl, and they blame it on James McAvoy's character, and he gets sentenced to jail.
Okay.
I don't know what the post-it note would be.
Atonement made me so angry because everyone would have been fine if everyone had listened to each other, and goddamn Bryony had just talked to Cecilia.
Oh yeah, because he writes like a dirty. He writes like a
Like
dirty,
sexy dirty, or
he says that he something with Keira Knightley's cunt. Like that's the actual word that he puts in there. And the little girl reads it. Like he writes two, like one he's pissed off and like he makes it a dirty one. And so she reads it and thinks that like he's raping her sister or something like that.
So a sticky note. You're welcome. That just clarified the whole situation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this one you guys are gonna like. Ooh, and the next one. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Any guesses?
Elsa's a Nazi.
Yeah, it doesn't say that. Not according to BuzzFeed.
The main guy's a
Who
Nazi.
shit themselves? Who shit themselves?
Oh, that was yesterday.
If I would have done it, everybody would have heard.
Okay, Cody. All right. No guesses?
No idea what that one is.
Henry mails Indiana the Grail diary because he's in danger. Maybe a wee note attached, perhaps. Didn't have to be long, just some kind of heads up.
Oh,
That's
so
not
it
maybe
was-
too
the same
after it.
thing. You could have said, Elsa's a Nazi.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, any sort of information that goes with the diary, rather than having to have Indy like guess at what's going on and track him down.
You could have mailed it to the Marx Brothers.
I'm waiting to be impressed. That was pretty good.
That wasn't
No.
bad.
That wasn't bad. I'm getting better. I don't like it, though. I'm getting better. All right, number 11. Captain America Civil War. There's a couple of these.
Okay.
Any guesses?
Bucky's mind controlled, so don't try and reason with him. He's not sane.
Well, they already knew that, though. Didn't everyone
No.
know he was mind controlled?
Yeah, I don't remember when they find that out.
He finds out like after 2 times of him like, hey Bucky, it's me. Don't you remember me? I'm like, no, obviously, Cap. He does remember you. Take him out.
He remembered at the end of Winter Soldier.
Finally.
Because he said, it's you and me till the end of the line.
Yeah, and that was emotional. But if
And
he
then
had
the
taken
music
him out
fades in.
beforehand, he would have done so much damage.
Wait, I thought the post note was for Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
According to BuzzFeed, that's never wrong unless Tyler says so. If Steve had just opened his mouth and said, "Guys, there's 5 other Winter Soldiers in Siberia. Come with us. We'll show you." We could have avoided making Wakanda and Vision fight each other, or making making Wanda. I don't know why I said Wakanda. Making Wanda and Vision fight each other.
Wait, when did Steve learn that there were all these other Winter Soldiers?
At the very end, I thought.
Yeah, I thought
BuzzFeed fucking sucks.
I thought he learned like when they went there.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that connected to like the Zemo storyline at the very beginning of that movie?
I don't even remember the point of Zemo going there. Well, I mean, he kills all the other Winter Soldiers.
Zemo's entire point was to cause civil war, to get them to fight each other, to get them to kill each other as revenge for Sokovia happening and his family getting killed.
Yeah, but what was the point of him going and killing all the other Winter Soldiers?
The point was to get them together so he could show that
even
Tony
hero-
the bomb, like, hey, Winter Soldier killed your parents.
To get rid of heroes. Because even heroes can fall. I think that was the actual line, wasn't it?
Probably.
Number 2, Rhodey getting shot. 3, literally the whole fight between Steve and Tony. Number 4, like literally all of it.
BuzzFeed's a bunch of idiots.
The Avengers.
They're kind of just making general giant things.
Yeah.
So basically, we wouldn't have a movie.
I
Another,
mean, that's kind of the point.
another one. I know Tyler was big into this. For some reason, I think Cody was.
Pitch Perfect.
You just look like you'd be into it. The Twilight Saga, New Moon.
Nah, fucking hell.
Were you into it?
I've read all the books.
Okay. So what would be the sticky note?
Okay, I can't-
Daniel's enjoying
Is
this about
Twi-
as
is
much
New
as he
Moon the
does
second
fan
one?
theory. He fucking hates fan theories. I'm beginning to think sticky notes is the second one he hates the most.
There's just this article's kind of weak. And I'm thinking back to New Moon and trying to figure out what the plot hole would be for New Moon.
Wasn't that?
Is that when we first found out about the werewolves?
That's when he's.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I don't fucking
That's
know.
when Edward leaves.
Do you have battery on your phone? My phone's about to die.
Wasn't there like a big problem with wasn't that like the big conflict between Jacob and Edward, and it's because like Edward thought Bella was screwing Jake and then like she wasn't, and then they ended up yes, because Edward pushed her away because she thought she was sleeping with Jake or whatever.
No. I think I remember. Like, if the whole problem
Am I looking up?
is
I want to send you
Edward was staying away from Bella because he thought it was going to keep her safe, but that was not the case because they was going to go after Bella anyway, even with him not being there. And the whole thing, oh crap, he thought Bella was dead, so he was going to commit suicide by revealing himself in public.
Ah, gotcha.
So it's just a note like, hey, Bella's alive, actually. Don't kill yourself.
New Moon when he went to, like, Italy or whatever and went to go reveal himself? I thought that was Eclipse.
It's so hard. They all run together.
Wasn't it? I thought it was...
Because isn't that the start of Breaking Dawn? Because Breaking Dawn 1 is they're dealing with the aftermath of
I thought they had to
that,
do with crystal
and then
meth.
Breaking Dawn 2...
Breaking Dawn 1 is her
they
pregnancy.
They get married in Breaking Dawn 2.
Speaking of that,
Or is
I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. The fact that about Kristen Stewart as an actress, but she could use the phrase "You named my daughter Nessie" with a straight after the Loch Ness monster with a straight face is a testament to her acting.
No, don't
ability.
look at it. All right. Here's
I don't know
what
what it'd be.
here's what BuzzFeed said.
BuzzFeed's horrible. Why did you send it to me if you're gonna stay?
Because I'm
on
waiting
your
till my phone dies. Okay, according to BuzzFeed, this movie is not good, but this point is particularly terrible. When Jacob mentions a funeral on the phone, Edward assumes that Bella's dead.
Yeah, so like I said.
Okay, yeah.
Why couldn't Edward just ask a few questions? Or
That's fair.
be like, hey, she's not dead. Post it in sticky note.
How's he gonna put a sticky note on the phone?
He's a werewolf.
Don't you know that all werewolves can do that?
I think he's more of a shapeshifter that chooses the form of a wolf.
Yeah, they're not technically werewolves.
Because a werewolf you have to do with a full moon.
Yeah,
Well, they established it. It's more like Native American skinwalker
Ooh, gotcha.
thing. So,
All right.
because I don't think they can transform to anything but wolves.
This is another one that Daniel will be an expert at.
You know it.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a ham and cheese on rye.
About $6.50.
Okay, all right. I got there. Sorry. I'll be flat honest. That took me a little bit. I took a quick little detour down the block, but I eventually got there. So
All right, Tyler.
I apologize.
And
That
Cody.
was a pretty good one.
Thank you.
I give you it.
Tyler and Cody, since you guys like shitty franchises.
we are seriously going to have some problems intercommunicatively.
God, he's so nice.
Intercommunicatively?
Intercommunicatively.
All right.
He's gonna slit you like John Hamm on
What-
that Saturday Night Live.
What's the sticky note of Harry Potter and the ham on rye?
Harry.
Don't go to the Ministry of Magic.
Okay.
Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire. That was the last one.
No.
I thought the last one was Deathly Hollows.
No, the
No.
movie before. He's saying the movie before.
that one.
Oh, okay.
But yes, the last one
Okay,
is the
so
different
you
one.
said
Yeah.
all the problems with
Well,
the
up
signal
until
for
first
Goblet
trial.
of Fire, correct?
No, Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, Order of Phoenix. Yeah, don't go to the
Horrible.
Ministry of Magic.
Horrible.
Is it?
Here we go. When Harry asks where Sirius is, Creature lies. But if Harry had contacted Sirius more directly and didn't trust someone who hated him, Sirius and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry wouldn't have fought in the Ministry and Sirius wouldn't have died. The fact that Harry...
Sirius would still die. I mean, people die.
Isn't that character's name Sirius?
No, it's Sirius.
Is it Sirius? Like,
Yeah, the star.
Okay.
Not like Sirius as in like,
Sirius lie?
yeah,
Okay.
like Sirius after the star.
Okay.
The
fair
fact that Harry hadn't confirmed with Sirius directly, even when he was suspicious, is one of the ultimate communication fails. It also leads to the death of my favorite character. Oh, I don't give a fuck. So what you're saying is Sirius just had to, or Harry, or one of them just had to be like, hey, sticky note on the chest. What would the sticky note say?
Hey, actually confirm with somebody that knows where the last person who knew where he was at, besides just relying on unverified information.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was a teenager.
Yeah, he acted out of fear instead of actual knowledge, and
Yeah.
that's never a good idea.
And fear leads to anger, and anger leads to hate.
And hate leads to the dark side.
No, hate leads to that diner down the street.
Hey, Shrek 2. What's the sticky note in Shrek 2?
Hey, She's already chosen you. She's already chosen you as an ogre.
Hey,
You don't have to change who you are.
It's a really long sticky note. Hey.
Wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was it?
She's already accepted you as an ogre. You don't have to change who you are. You already got the girl. Or wait till you whip her before you take the potion.
Wait till you whip her?
Whip her. Whip her.
Okay, according to BuzzFeed,
It sounds like whip.
Shrek 2, the sticky note situation would be in the second one if her
King shaming Shrek and Fiona?
No, I'd watch it.
Alright.
in the second one if her dad just said, "Hey, I'm really a frog and now the fairy godmother is blackmailing me," it would have saved them all from being manipulated and almost killed.
True, but that also doesn't give the precedent that he was afraid if he had said what he was, he'd lose everything.
But he wouldn't have to
these-
say it. He could just leave a sticky note.
All these kind of sound like a major stretch. Like you could do that with any movie. Like I thought these were like supposed to be obvious.
I don't.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I like the idea and concept, but this is sort of a hard topic now without talking about it.
Right? Like, I'm trying to come up with some of them, and I can't think of any, like, really good ones.
Has anyone seen the movie Penelope? Or maybe Penelope.
Penelope.
Penelope. That was my nickname in high school.
If the mom had just came forward...
Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
one with the pig nose girl, right?
Christopher
Holy
Ricci.
fuck, maybe this is the movie he was telling you.
It certainly wasn't.
Oh, okay.
If the family hadn't been so highfalutin and worried that, oh no, we have a pig-nosed daughter, we need to hide that, it would have been easier for her to find love.
Tyler?
I haven't seen it. I just
Co-
know Christina Ricci.
Derek? Daniel?
I like how you didn't say Derek. You said Darrett.
No, you haven't
So
seen it?
nothing from Derek.
Okay.
I do have one that's probably not on the list, though.
Well, hang on, let's do the list.
Oh my
We're
God.
we're almost done. We only got two more.
We only
Okay.
got 30 more.
I'll
Dan.
say, according...
This is gonna be the Halloween episode
according-
all over again.
That's
according-
kind of what we want to go.
No, we're good. According
That
to...
is true. We are less than 180 minutes right now.
According to BuzzFeed, I love Penelope, but it would have been so simple for
Penelope.
her. Oh, sorry, for her just to be like, "Hey, man,
Wait, why
I'm gonna."
is BuzzFeed telling you that you like Penelope?
Oh, I like
Alright.
penis. Hey, man, I'm gonna come out now, and just so we're on the same page,
Come on out.
I've got a
Hey,
pig
man, I'm
nose.
gonna come out now.
Yeah, like, it just, to be true who you are, it would have been much better than just, hey, pig face! Pig
And,
face!
and while we're on it, it could have easily have been said, "Hey, I can't marry you because you said you'd kill yourself if the curse isn't broken, and I don't think I can break it," and then stick it on the chest.
These are some very long. They're like sticky scrolls.
They are.
Does that make sense?
A little bit,
Like-
but
like you're
honestly,
just, like,
the main
duct
plot of the
taping a
movie,
book
if you
to
just
someone
been
at this
true to
point.
who you are, instead of having to hide it, you've been much happier.
I've got two ideas now.
All right. Here's number 16. We got two more, so just hold on.
16 and 17 are left.
Derek.
Wait, I thought we just did. No, that was Penelope.
That was
Okay, alright,
15.
sorry.
Okay, number 16. Tyler loves this movie. Back to the Future Part 2.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
What sticky note on the chest?
Hey, don't leave the time machine unlocked.
Marty, don't
Oh.
leave the time machine.
No.
Don't buy the
not
sports
according
almanac.
to, not according to BuzzFeed anyway.
What the fuck does BuzzFeed know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
It's
hear
got
it.
to have something to do with the sports almanac. Like, hey, don't fucking leave the receipt for the sports almanac or something.
What is it?
Doc could literally have just told Marty about the crash and his son without traveling to the future. The whole movie didn't need to happen.
The part of going to the
And then-
future of the crash is he couldn't change past events, but he was trying to make certain his son didn't go to prison. He felt like if he had done that, it might have messed with him not having kids.
Your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids.
He was trying to save Marty's kids. If he had messed with Marty's future, or therefore at that point past, he could have made it where maybe they didn't end up together and they didn't have kids.
Is it wrong to be sexually attracted to Michael J. Fox's daughter in that movie?
Why would it be?
Because it's Michael J. Fox in a wig.
No, you're fine.
What?
You're fine.
Michael J. Fox plays his future daughter and son.
Huh.
Is it wrong to be sexually attracted to your mom like he was?
They
I think he was
technically
sexually
the same
attracted. I think he
age.
was just rubbing one out.
What about cross-dressing Tom Holland that dressed up like Rihanna?
Ooh, no, there's not a damn thing wrong with that.
All right.
All right, here's
Now
number.
I'm watching that video.
Here's the last one. This is the
What
most.
about Zendaya dressed up like a dude?
No,
Not
Zendaya's ugly no matter what she looks like.
Oh, fuck
What
you.
the-
Number 17.
I'd lay Zendaya out on any bed.
This is the most obvious
I'd
one.
fucking lay her out on your bed. I don't give a shit.
Romeo. I wouldn't even touch her with your dick.
You can touch her with my dick if you want.
Romeo and Juliet, the Leonardo DiCaprio, as well as pretty much all of them.
Hey, Romeo's not dead. He's just unconscious.
Sticky note.
Well,
on
sorry.
chest.
No,
They're
if
the
Juliet's not dead, she's just unconscious.
They're the only
Yeah.
two people in the room. Who's gonna write the sticky note?
The dude that gives Juliet.
Apothecary.
Yeah.
The sleeping
Yeah.
potion.
The
Hey, not
Apothecary.
dead, just
Haberdashery.
sleeping.
the haberdashery.
Apothecary.
Haberdashery.
Yeah.
Apocalyptic.
Haberdashery.
Yeah, a simple, a little information for Leo there. Hey, maybe just wait an extra 5 minutes.
No, you gotta do it like, but hey, man, like she's not really dead.
Hey, she ain't dead.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, so what were that's BuzzFeed. So you said you had two.
Yeah, so I had a couple ideas. I
Okay.
think one of them would be Encanto, and I think the post-it note would say, "Hey, maybe we talk about Bruno."
Who's Bruno?
Don't shut.
You haven't seen Encanto?
No.
Oh,
You
I
have
watched
kids,
good
don't you?
movies.
you should watch Encanto. Encanto is absolutely
You know that
fantastic.
there's a theory. The reason that she didn't get a power is because she touches the candle, and then when she's little, she wipes her hands off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she touches the doorknob.
So who's
Interesting.
Bruno?
So
Her uncle.
Bruno was one of her
I legitimately
relatives.
don't know.
Okay, so
And
you,
Cody's already punched me in the face.
Sorry, it just seemed like he was trying to make a joke. It's like one of the biggest songs.
yeah, I don't know how you don't know that, but so you know the
come from the
idea
motherfuckers who don't know stopping my mom will shoot.
I know. Stopping my mom will shoot.
Do you know the premise of Encanto?
I've never even heard the name in
Oh, okay. So Encanto is a Disney film about this family in Brazil.
Oh, they all get
and
superpowers?
Colombia.
Yes. There's a
One
it's
can
Colombia.
One's like super buff.
Yeah,
I have seen
the
it.
whole family of superpowers, and they have one. I think it's an uncle of the main character who can see the future. So he would tell people their future, and it wasn't. Of course, it was never anything good. And eventually, he got cast out of the family because he saw the future and kept telling people the truth about the future.
And that was Bruno?
Yeah, that was Bruno. So then they say we don't talk about Bruno because he's the shunned part of the family, like he's been exiled. But
Gotcha.
the whole plot revolves around her eventually sneaking inside the house and finding Bruno inside the house. And
Okay.
Bruno explains what's happening in the plot and everything. And exposition done.
So what would be the sticky note situation?
Maybe we should talk about Bruno. Yeah.
On the chest.
Yeah, just
Quit saying all
yeah,
that.
grandma comes by, leaves a sticky note. Instead of having a giant song and dance that says, we don't talk about Bruno, you leave a sticky note that says, maybe we should have a conversation.
But how would
about
that change the plot?
Bruno. So you cut out basically her entire adventuring through, and then like the grandma gets start to realize what's going on a lot faster, and then they can start making the steps needed to repair the house before it collapses.
All right then.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
And then I think the other one is Love Actually, where you have Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell. And
That's crazy stupid
Yeah,
love.
I'm sorry, Crazy Stupid Love. Thank you, Crazy Stupid Love. And Ryan Gosling ends up sleeping with Steve Carell's daughter in that movie,
Okay.
but he knows her as like Nell, and Steve Carell's character knows as a different name, but it's like a shortened version of her name. So all he has to do is like say his daughter's full name ever to Ryan Gosling's character, and Ryan Gosling's like, "Oh, hey, I'm banging a chick with that same name."
Well, how does the goose fucking his daughter affect the movie?
How does the goose?
Gosling.
No, the goose.
That was
Because it's the
dumb.
major
That
problem,
was-
like major conflict.
No, that's awesome.
Hold on a second. That was dumb, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
I will not.
That was good. Don't let him tell you different Adam.
Yeah, so it's,
I don't like when you are on the same side as him.
It's a great pun.
Eh. Yeah, so that's the major conflict. Is eventually they find out, and then they stop being friends, and then it's like, "How dare you sleep with my daughter?" And
No,
he's
were
like-
they good friends?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they ended up becoming pretty good friends. 'Cause,
So-
like Steve Carell gets like breaking up with his wife, or they're separated, and then he gets with Ryan Gosling.
Whoa,
And-
so Gosling's fucking Carell and?
No. He just like they meet up.
He's teaching him
Yeah.
how to be a ladies' man.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then Steve Carell starts banging all these hot chicks that Steve Carell
And he just says like, "Yeah, I have a daughter," and that was it. Never.
basically, and he talks about her a lot.
But it's always like
but-
my daughter.
Right, and
It's never-
he has a nickname for her, and the nickname is a shortened version of her real name that she doesn't go by.
And it's
And,
not
like,
Nell.
Emma Stone's character like brings him over to like meet the parents.
Yeah, it's
which
like
turns out to be Steve Carell.
Was there a
right, like
wah,
her
wah,
like
wah,
her name
wah.
is like Penelope, and her
Penelope.
her dad calls her Nell or something like that, or it's like Jessica and her dad calls her Jess. It's something like that where it's reasonably could be a different name, but it ends up being a shortened part of her full name.
Okay.
So whenever they're talking about him, at no point do they go
Hannah.
like Hannah. That's what it is. It's Hannah, and
Han.
he calls her Anne. I
Han.
think Annie, maybe.
It's been forever.
Anna
since-
Solo.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where like at no point does Steve Carell go like, "Oh, my daughter's full name is Hannah," or "Oh, that sounds a lot like Hannah," or whatever. And
Okay.
of course, Ryan Gosling's character never shows him a picture of the
mean,
girl
he
he's
does.
sleeping with, even though I think they shared pictures of other girls.
Okay. Any other ones before I move on to the next section?
Iceberg.
What movie's Iceberg?
Titanic.
Hey, there's
yeah.
an iceberg.
Yeah, look up for icebergs.
No, they literally yelled that. There was no secret. They said iceberg straight ahead. They yelled it as soon as they saw it. That one doesn't make sense.
Well, if they had a spyglass, they would have seen it much sooner. And they didn't see it because the spyglasses were locked in a case, and the dude who had a key for the case,
It was nighttime. What good would that have done?
because you'd see an iceberg.
If you're,
night?
there's no sky pollution, you'd be able to see. There'd be tons of stars.
No, I don't think so.
I agree with you, Tyler.
Unburdened by science, Adam has put his foot down.
Any other ones before I move on?
Doc, on the night that I go back, you get shot by Libyans.
Didn't he do that?
Yeah, but he wrote in a letter that Doc tore up. If he would just would have put it on a sticky note, which was invented when?
1979.
But he
Okay, so-
tapes the
so
note
he-
together.
So if he would have taken some tape and then wrote on a piece of paper and then taped it to Doc's chest, because he
But-
went back to November 5th, 1955.
Doc still reads the letter, and he saves his life because he wears a bulletproof vest to that encounter.
You know what? I was just trying to make the podcast interesting.
My bad. We're injecting
Sorry.
like what happened to
How
the movie.
dare you?
Okay. So according to Parade.com,
Oh, Jesus.
these are the best. I gotta do it. These are the best post-it
Sticky.
note moments from TV and movies. Okay?
Okay.
Some of you may know them, some of you may not. Tyler, here's for you. Doctor Who. In the 8th series of the new Doctor Who, when Clara is planning to come clean about her adventures with the Doc, Peter Capaldi, the Danny Pink, or come clean to her adventures about the Doc to Danny Pink. There are post-it notes all over the bookshelf in her room. Super fans happened to take a closer look and found a fun Easter egg that hints to the earlier adventures. No?
What's
I-
the post-it note there?
Yeah, I don't.
Sticky note.
There are sticky notes posted all over her room.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
what is that?
These are just scenes with actual sticky notes.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, all right then.
Okay.
Anyone watch Gossip Girl?
no.
Oh, my
It was a
wife
dude.
did.
It was a
Ex-wife
dude.
did.
It was a dude the whole time.
It was, yeah.
All right, well, fuck it. I'll move on.
It was
Well, I don't know who it was.
Lonely Eyes.
I don't
Crazy Eyes? Sexy Eyes. Something Eyes. I think it was Lonely Eyes.
Behind Blue Eyes?
No, I think it was like Lonely Dan Eyes or something like that.
Wasn't it voiced by fuck? Who's married to Dax Shepard?
The chick from
Veronica Mars.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Veronica Mars.
What's her name?
Oh.
Kristen Bell.
Okay.
She's got a sexy voice.
Grey's Anatomy. Anyone watch Grey's Anatomy?
Not all 5,000 seasons.
Okay.
Wasn't that on for like 20 years?
fuck
It's
it.
still on.
Moving on.
It is?
Yeah, all the main characters have left.
Okay. What about this one? Sex and the City. This is a good website.
Don't be a whore.
No, these are with the actual post-it note. No, this is apparently a famous episode. When Carrie Bradshaw sees a posted note from the guy she's dating, she's none too pleased to read the words, "I'm sorry, I can't. I don't hate me." She then goes on a crusade to ensure that the day won't be known as the day she got dumped by a Post-it.
Oh, so the one from Grey's Anatomy is when Meredith and Derek get married on a Post-it note?
While dealing with personal issues and hospital patients, Derek Shepard and Meredith Grey struggle to find a time for a trip to City Hall to get married. They finally decide to write their vows in the hospital.
What's the script if you're just reading?
You guessed it, Post-it. Yeah, you're right.
Sticky.
The Office? U.S. version.
No. I got on.
Meet the unique cast of characters, blah, blah, blah. Makes an interesting first impression when he attempts to prank Pam. He pretends to fire her due to an alleged theft of Post-its. Sticky. Being Mary Jane. Anyone watch that?
Never heard of it. Next.
All right, next. Parks and Rec.
Nope. Next. The only good part of Parks and Rec is the Chris Pratt.
Come on back.
They're like, we need a good comeback story. Kim Kardashian. I don't think she's a comeback story. I'm fairly certain it happened in the video.
No, he said, I'm pretty sure she got come on the back on the video.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't quote it correctly.
Rami and Michelle's high school reunion?
Yeah, they said that they invented Post-it notes.
Well, Rami or Michelle does.
Yeah, but in the movie they claim that they invented the trademark thing, which I will not speak because we doth not speak its name.
That's right. We don't.
Dead Like Me?
There's tons of... That's where... Dead Like Me, that's where you find out the name of the person that's going to die and what time they're going to die.
Yeah, like every episode is them handing out Post-it sticky notes with names and times and
that is a good show.
That is a really good show.
I love
that's
all
all
Rube Goldberg ways that they die.
That's all. I didn't need your phone after all.
My favorite episode of that one was the one where the chef and the Waffle House dies and the main Reaper has to go and cook with the ghost over his shoulder. That's my favorite episode.
I like when they go to the nursing home and you find out like all these unemployed Reapers, because one of them's plague Reapers and they have nothing to do, so they just work at this nursing home.
Yeah.
Wow, that ended suddenly. That brief.
Yeah, that just reminds me of my favorite book, which is Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett.
I've seen season 1. I haven't read the book.
Yeah, the season's fine. The book is exceptionally better because they have the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse that show up in the book. Mm-hmm. And
are they writing Post-it notes? What do they got to do with this podcast?
It has to do with what Tyler was talking about,
Okay.
which was the Plague Reapers, because the 4 main horsemen are war, death, famine, and pollution. Because pestilence just gave up after they discovered penicillin. After humans discovered penicillin, he said, "Fuck this! I'm not doing it anymore," and quit.
All right. Any other things on Post-it note?
Office Space.
Sticky.
Office Space. Okay.
That was an iconic poster of just the person covered in Post-it notes. Sorry, sticky notes.
Okay.
I need my stapler.
I have a personal story that was all caused by a sticky note.
Okay.
So I was working at a place, and this friend of my mom's comes up and was talking to me, and she had fallen out of touch with my mom, and she's like, "Hey, can I get your mom's phone number?" And I'm like, "Well, I probably should talk to her first before I start handing out her phone number." And she's like, "Well, here," and she writes her number down on a sticky note and hands it to me with her name, and is like, "Here, give this to your mom and have her call me." And I said, "Sure, I could do that, no problem." So I fold up the Post-it note, stick it in my sticky note and stick it in my pocket and go about my day. So I get home from work and I was meeting my girlfriend out somewhere. So I was emptying my pockets because I'm making change. I'm getting changed. So I pull out everything out of my pockets, just throw it on my bed, get changed, and go meet my girlfriend. And at some point during that, I had forgotten something at home, and she's like, "Hey, I'll just run back and get it for you real quick. You go," we had reservations or something. So she ran home to get whatever I had forgotten. I went to go where we were meeting, and then she came in hot as fuck. And it was-
Yeah, I like where this is going.
Yeah, and she just like comes in and won't talk to me, and she's fucking pissed. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? But okay, whatever. So we do our date or whatever, and we're walking back out to the car, and she's like, so who's Amber? And or whatever the girl's name was, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was Candy with a K.
Yeah.
And she's like, I found this post-it or the sticky note, and she holds it up, and I'm like, that's my mom's friend who gave me that phone number to go give it to my mom. They used to be neighbors. My mom used to help her babysit or something like that, and she was still pissed.
Why was she so pissed?
Because she didn't believe me.
Oh, okay.
And then like it got to the point where I'm like, fine, call mom. Like that's what you're gonna have to do here if you don't believe me.
Call
And
Amber.
did she believe you?
She did eventually.
And was everything all right?
No.
Oh.
No, she was still a bitch.
Oh. All right.
And is still a bitch, frankly. To this day.
I got trivia.
We are exes for a reason.
I have trivia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
This
All
is Daniel's probably going to kick ass on this since he works in an office. Hey,
Yeah.
Cody's just checked out.
you,
Sorry. I was listening.
Got nothing to add, though.
Really?
Okay?
Really? Then what?
I didn't want
what
to
was
add
it?
on to your personal story because
What-
I wasn't there.
That's fair.
I was.
No,
I
you
was the-
wasn't.
I was hiding. I was the one that gave her the post-it note. She never would have found it without me.
Yeah,
So you're welcome, Daniel.
thanks.
all right.
Appreciate not to have her in my life anymore.
Yeah.
Number one.
You know how I found out? You put a sticky note on me in the future, and I went back in time
Time travel's real.
to November 5th, 1955.
Number one.
50. How old do you think I am?
I waited a long time.
You was alive.
Number
Certainly
one.
was not.
Yeah, he was. He was alive in 1955.
Doing what?
Oh, wait. You said 1955, not 1995.
What the fuck, Cody? You said it
Correct.
You said it 3 times.
I was wondering where he was going.
Also,
with
I
that.
would have been 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could have still gotten a note when he was 9.
Yeah.
It would have
When I
been,
was-
it would
when
have
I
been
was
weird to
working
get a
at
note
the-
from an adult. I'm just saying. You could have held on to it for years.
Now, I did almost get this chick's number when I was 19. Then she was like 37.
Oh.
Yeah. She asked me out to, like, she was like, here's my number, why don't you give me a call, we'll go get a drink sometime. I'm like, I'm in for all of that except for the drinking part because I can't drink yet. And she's like, what do you mean you can't drink yet? I said, I'm not 21, I can't legally drink. And then nothing from her ever since. Like, she's like, oh fuck. And then she noped out and there was nothing happening
She
there.
dried up and moved, huh?
Man, and she was cute,
I
too.
could have left you a post-it note that said, Daniel, just keep your mouth shut and say sure.
I wish I had.
So
I
the
absolutely-
next time that I time travel back to November 5th, 1955,
Yes,
I
where I was
will-
alive and working for the cell phone store.
yeah,
And and I don't remember her name, but for like it was like a Mrs. Robinson
Amber.
situation. Like she was cute and she was like well aged. I'm like, hell yes,
Stop. That's loud.
I'll take trauma from this.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All
You can
right.
continue finally, Adam.
Number one. According to LinkedIn.com, yellow, blue, pink, green, and white all have meaning in the sticky note and time management world. What are they?
No fucking clue.
I figured.
yellow is important.
So like, yeah, yellow's important.
Yellow priorities. Yep.
I think like pink is a reference. It's like refer to this if that.
Not according
Like,
to LinkedIn.com.
like annotations.
Not according
No?
to
Okay.
LinkedIn.
Reminder, blue?
No.
All right.
No.
Yes, not.
Don't fucking cheat.
Well,
right,
tell
what
us
is it?
then. Don't beat around the bush.
I'll beat around. Yellow is priorities. Blue is client work.
Oh, okay.
Pink is projects. Green is renew. And white is admin.
What is the
Interesting.
one where they take a whole bunch of post-it notes and it's all like spun around in a cool design?
Lame. Okay.
I'd like to say that I got that point because I was the only one that got priorities right.
Yeah,
fair.
that's true.
I will say this is annoying. Having worked with many a sticky note in my job, I hate the sticky notes where the adhesive is on opposite sides.
Yes!
Why do you do that?
Huh?
They do that?
Yes, I have a book of them on my desk at work, and they are like, if you held up one piece of note and did this, they're just like Jacob's ladders.
They do that umbrella thing?
Yeah, and
or accordion thing?
Fucking hate it. I want all the adhesive on one side because half my sticky notes are upside down.
Like, I think the point is they're supposed to be in like a special holder that's like you pull out like Kleenex, right?
Probably. It's still
Tissue.
annoying as fuck.
Tissue, we can't say Kleenex.
For the love of God, we're never going to do a named episode again like this.
Number 2, how many sticky notes in a pad?
100 usually.
150.
12 pads per pack, 100 sheets per pad.
That's what I said.
Uh-huh. What shade of yellow are
I wish
yellow
I had a
post-it
sticky
notes?
note.
Yellow post-it note color.
You didn't mention chairman of the board in sticky note
What
movies.
shade
There's a
of yellow?
major scene in that.
What shade of
what's that?
yellow or yellow?
He's in the factory and like he's like messing around with the glue and then he gets covered in all the post-it notes.
What shade of
Canary?
yellow? Oh, I fucking hate. Yes, it's canary.
What do you mean you hate him? He answered your question.
All right. How many post-it notes are sold each year? These are the 3M, the actual post-it notes, not sticky note, not generic brand, the actual 3M.
3 billion.
3 billion?
Yeah.
I was going to go with like 300 million.
300 million.
3,000,000,001.
3 billion one. As of 2021, 3M sells more than 50 billion a year.
I was closer.
He got the
I
close-
win.
That's
So it's
fucking bullshit by 1 point.
2-2. Oh. 2-2. Cody's got 0.
Okay, this is worth 5 points, Cody. So let's do this.
Don't worry, he'll still lose.
This is worth 5 points, Cody. Beat him.
Get the damn question out.
The final question: why originally were post-it notes yellow? Why originally were post-it notes
Because
yellow?
when Stan Lee made the Hulk, that they ran out of green ink, so the post-it notes had to be in purple.
Nope.
My guess is intentionally so that they will stand out against white paper.
Nope.
As a fun design choice.
They were
Oh, Tyler was the closest. Because the type of paper that 3M had lying around at the factory when they were first invented.
Yep, I win.
Yeah, fine.
So
win.
5 plus 2?
Well, hey, can I get
Yep.
7?
can I get extra points if I can tell you how they were invented?
Sure.
It was invented during World War II, trying to make an adhesive.
World War II.
They were invented in
1970.
1979.
What did my TV remote have to do with that?
World War II back in 1955 when Daniel was alive.
Yes, when I was a small boy of 27.
So in the next episode, can we talk about Whiteout?
Or drain cleaner.
Yeah,
Drain
I'd
it.
like to drink.
Whiteout was Jesus Christ. That was
Fucking dark.
God
Wasn't
damn.
Jon Snow? Didn't his dad invent toilets or something?
John Snow.
The actor.
Oh,
John
Kit
Crapper?
Harrington.
Yeah, didn't his dad create toilets or
No,
something?
they were made by John Crapper.
No.
No, it had something to do
I
with it.
don't. I don't remember.
Like
No, I'm legit. The first person.
I know,
to
but I
invent
think-
the
I
flush
thought
toilet
John-
was named with John Crapper.
Right, but Jon Snow, his great grandpa did something with toilets.
I couldn't tell you. The chick that invented Whiteout was the lead singer of the Monkees' mom.
Yeah, Peter Mayhew. No, that's Chewbacca.
Peter.
That's Chewbacca. Michael Nesmith.
Yeah.
Hey, with the monkeys. People say
I like them better.
monkey
I like them better
around.
than the Beatles. I fucking hate the Beatles so much.
Why?
Well,
'Cause they're
apparently I'm a hipster. They're not popular.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, only an entire culture built around them. Yeah.
Yeah, this delusion is strong in this one.
You know what the theory is on why Yoda talks like that is that he's so old that grammar has changed. Like when he was young and learning how to speak, that's how grammar was. And then through the time as he got older, he just refused to change.
Interesting.
I thought it was.
Then wouldn't the other Yodas speak like that?
Not if they're willing to change.
Hmm.
Because
Have we had other Yodas? sing?
Grogu and
Yes.
Yaddle.
Yeah, but Grogu doesn't talk.
Well,
Not
not
yet.
Grogu. In Knights of the Old Republic, there was a yellow of Yoda species.
But that's not canon, though.
It
is it?
is canon.
Since when?
It has been considered canon. Well, I guess I don't know if it's still considered
Ah,
canon. It was
huh.
canon up until Disney started making 7, 8, and 9.
Hang
So
on.
does
So-
he talk like that?
No. No, he
Hey.
talks like a normal person.
Hang on, let's see. Is
Oh, Jesus.
Knights...
Oh,
Oh,
the Old Republic.
You-
it's top thing.
You spell it with a K.
Knights of the Old Republic, the upcoming remakes. Oh, wait, it's the upcoming remake.
Oh, they're making remakes of Knights of the
Yeah.
Old Republic?
So as of April
So
7th,
fucking good.
as of April 7th, 2023, the remake will be canon. The other ones are not.
Okay, well, if he exists in the remake, because he was one of the major Jedi Masters in the first one. First one?
So
Second one.
who are some of the characters that are in the Knights of the Old Republic? Is that like Revan?
Yes, Revan. In the first game, this is a spoiler. You play Revan, and then there's Bastila, which is his canonly. It's his love interest.
What about Bane?
Darth Bane. No, this is after the era of Bane.
Is after there. But
Yep.
who's the dude that had?
No, before. No, because this is before the Rule of Two. Because the Sith are still widespread.
Who's the dude that had his throat ripped out and he wears like the half Vader mask?
That is the villain in 2. That is Darth
Malgus?
Malice. I think it's Darth Malice. Yeah.
Now is he old buddies, old drinking buddies with Revan?
Yes, he was Revan's apprentice.
So join us next time on our Star Wars podcast. Okay, all right, Daniel, if you want to do the closing.
Okay, that's all. You don't have anything else in the script.
No, man, that was it.
You did 2 articles.
Motherfucker, you
Okay,
come
all
up
right,
with something.
here I got something. Okay.
All right.
So, Barbie's a huge movie. Mattel's cleaning out the box. They're making everything. Hot Wheels, whatever else Mattel owns. How are we going to make a Post-it Notes movie?
Make it about the invention of Post-it notes.
No, it's a documentary.
No, it's not.
They
The founder.
got the Beanie Baby movie coming out soon.
And
But-
the Tetris movie.
But I think that's more of a joke, though. I don't think that's really based on anything.
No, like the actual story behind Beanie Babies is fucking insane.
No, but I'm sitting on like $3 billion worth of Beanie Babies right now.
Then why haven't you sold them and made this not a rink-eating podcast?
Because if I wait even longer, it'll be worth even more.
Then as he's 90, if I wait just one more year.
So you're saying that if we kill you and steal the Beanie Babies, we could have $3 billion.
Well, why do we gotta kill them? We
See,
can just
if you
steal 'em.
kill me, then that starts off a series of clues written on Post-it notes, ironically, that you have
notes.
to... No, but see, I bought Post-it notes.
Ah,
So that you would have to find the Beanie Babies.
gotcha.
You would find my national treasure.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
That's stupid.
I think I'd like to do that scavenger hunt.
See?
And you say all we have to do is kill you?
Yeah. But you gotta do it in a really fun, eventful way.
Huh.
Cody has to do it. I feel like Cody would
No,
be like...
if anyone was going to murder you at this table, it would be Cody.
I feel like Cody would do it
Why
in
do
like a...
people always make this assumption about me that I'm some secret murderer?
Turn your head. Turn your head. Yep, you got the evil ponytail in the back.
Yep.
Yep.
You've got that I'm going to murder you kind of look in your face, especially when we start saying things that offend you.
And you know that van that you're not supposed to get into? You drive that everywhere.
I don't have a van, nor have I ever owned. Well, I can't say that.
Oh.
Damn it! All right,
Jim.
this has been Damage Control Podcasting.
He's not wearing pants this time.
I mean, you're right. You have been listening to the Orig.
Are you not
at
wearing
Damage
pants?
Control
Stand up. He's wearing pants.
Every
he's not
fucking
wearing
episode.
He's not wearing jeans.
Oh. It,
His zipper isn't down.
to everyone who listens, this motherfucker never has his pants zipped. I don't know why, but every time I come over to podcast, his pants are unzipped.
I don't know. I find it weird that him
And
and
Daniel
always
are
here.
always laying on the couch when we get here, so I don't know what those two are doing.
I show up before you guys because when you guys say 2, most of the time I'm here before 2.
Oh yeah,
That's how that works.
Early.
Yeah. And sometimes you guys show up at 2:30, 2:45.
Like today, for example.
Our clocks are slow.
That's not the only thing that's slow.
If someone would write me a sticky note that would say "Be on time," then I would travel back in time to November 5th, 1955, and then just wait around.
When you do that next, can you remind me to buy stocks in Microsoft?
Cody,
Yeah, do you want me to leave you a post-it note?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Cody,
Okay.
what is the sex organ on an
Let's say,
elephant?
you know what? Save yourself a couple bucks and
Fine.
buy a sticky note
Elephant?
instead.
I can
What
do
is the sex organ on an elephant?
A penis?
The foot, because if it steps on you, you're fucked. All right. Take it away, Daniel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have
This
been
was a
listening.
horrible fucking episode.
You've been listening to the Orig, a Damage Control podcasting production. Check out new
Plane
episodes.
in the neck, Cody. It's a plane in the neck.
Shut the hell up!
New episodes, probably on Monday, sometimes not, on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Apple
I'm
Podcasts.
getting better.
Are you?
Yeah.
And make sure you check us out on Facebook and X and Instagram at Damage
so
Control
weird.
Podcasting. You know, send us a like, comment, subscribe. Check out other episodes in our archive vault. And take our heartfelt apologies for this episode.
I thought it was a good episode.
Do you want to know 89 synonyms for Post-it note?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Shit.
I do. Name one.
Shit with a gluey top.
Shit?
Shit with a gluey top.
What the fuck?
Hit the button!
Hang on, this is interesting.
Hit the button!
No, I'm actually genuinely interested.
Hit the button!
Comment attached to a selected content.
That's fucking
Hold
stupid.
on. Shit with a gluey top is a category on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Adam, push the button.
Slip